touchback. So Kentucky's offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They're bringing heat. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ducks offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. He's going to pass. Takes the easy completion. Running toward the tape. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up for the PA.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score 7, Kentucky.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
From the gun. Give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Kentucky 0.
They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Moore will throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. 1st down here for the offense. Snap in the shotgun. Scrambling away. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
this quarterback has been dialed in too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
4 wideouts set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner is stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividend.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
That's a really nice looking throw. When I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to move it through the air. Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down coming up. Moore to the air. They're trying. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They keep attacking through the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
They'll go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Might as well stick with him. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Kentucky right back to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Here comes the offense on first down. Moore will throw. Coming after it. Going to try to get it himself. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They're working that left side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Unloads to the wideout. Lost the defense, he's wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had an enjoyable day there today in Eugene. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down. thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. They'll try the run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throw out to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to throw the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense, creating the explosive play.
And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. A 3rd and long coming up here. Moore to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arkansas State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He'll take another shot here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores.
This offense has struggled to get any rhythm going, and the only success they've had is throwing to this guy. So no question here in the second half, they're going to try to do that more often, but the defense knows it. Nice job there in coverage, making sure that one fell incomplete.
And they'll just down it right there.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Look. Harris. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
This defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Fighting off the defender. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Running back goes in motion. Moore will throw. A strike downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Here we go. They go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
42 Spider.
The give from the gun. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Try to get it to the edge. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. 8th play of the drive coming up. The give to the back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got it on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Caught in the backfield. It's sticky. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Wildcats in the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Trying to pound it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. It's complete. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Kentucky going quickly.
Brings up second down.
Quick pass on the jet motion. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution.
And the ball's free in the backfield. And he was able to get back on top of it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires one high and deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. They get to him as he throws. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Smashes through the tackle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with the coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.